Are you a tailor or fashion designer? So this video is for you guys. So over the years, guys, I have been working with some sewing formulas which I am here to share with you some of these sewing formulas. But before we go straight into the video, guys, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Favor Daniela Ogundikpe of Ariela Signature. I am the face behind Ariela Signature brand. So guys, over the years, this formulas has been so helpful to me. They are sewing and drafting formulas, you understand, especially if you are a beginner. So you need this formula to keep you afloat in your fashion journey. So guys, I wouldn't want you to go away, and I wouldn't want to be stingy with it. I just want to share it with you so you also can get to benefit from it. I want you to stay glued to your screen and why I get to share these formulas with you in class. You're welcome to class, guys. So if this is your first time of coming across this video, guys, I would like you to please subscribe, share, and like. Subscribe, share, like, and also do not forget to turn on the notification button so that you get to be notified whenever we upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. Please do well to stick with us. And if you have been here going nowhere, thank you so much for sticking with us. So like I said, in this video tutorial, I'll be showing you guys some of the formulas I've been making use of over the years that has been so helpful to me. With these formulas, guys, you can never go wrong. So in this class, the first formula we'll be looking into is how to get our neck width and our neck depth. So to get your neck width and our neck depth, please guys, in this class I'll be making use of the bust circumference mostly in this class. I'll be making use of the bust circumference mostly in this class to get the formulas that we need for this class. So the bust circumference I'll be making use of is bust circumference 36.5. Please do not make use of mine except we are using the same figure of bust circumference. The bust circumference you should make use of is the bust circumference you are working with at any point in time. If you are sewing for your client, make use of our bust circumference. If you are sewing for yourself, make use of your bust circumference. If you are sewing for your mom, your sister, you understand, make use of their own bust circumference. Do not use you cannot use one bust circumference for everyone, guys. So the first sewing formula I'll be sharing with us in this class will be how to get our neck width and our neck depth. So how to get our neck width and our neck depth, I'll be doing a bust circumference 36. Assuming I'm working with bust, you are working with bust circumference 36.5. So 36.5, so I get to divide my 36.5 by 12. Whatever I get divided by 12, whatever I get, I'm here with my calculator, it is equal to 3. So 3 inches is my neck depth and neck width here. Working with bust 36.5, 3 inches is the neck width and depth. So the second formula we'll be looking at is to get our chest line and also our armhole depth. So to get your chest line and your armhole depth, guys, I have 2 methods for that. So if you are making use of the freehand method, you do your shoulder measurement divided by 2. So I'm working with shoulder measurement 16. So you divide your 16 by 2. So it's 16 divided by 2. So it is equal to 8, guys. So 8 happens to be our chest line or our armhole depth measurement when you are working with the freehand method. But when we are working with the pattern drafting method, your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. So let me do it for you. I'm working with bust 36.5. 36.5 divided by 6 plus 1.5. So I'll be doing it here. 36.5 divided by 6 plus 1.5, it's equal to 7.5. So these both figures work, guys. So you can see that this is 8. The first method gave us 8, 8 inches. Then the second one gives us 7.5 inches. Both of them work depending on the method, the technique you are using. If you are using the pattern drafting technique, so this second method works better, perfectly. If you are using the freehand method, guys, this first method works perfectly, guys. So the next formula we'll be looking at, guys, will be shoulder to bust point measurement. Shoulder to bust point measurement. How to get your shoulder to bust point measurement. So if you want to get your shoulder to bust point measurement, we'll still do our bust circumference. What I mean by bust circumference is the roundness of our bust. The roundness of our bust. Our bust circumference, I'm using 36.5 here. So 36.5, I'll do 36.5 divided by 4 plus 1. So let's do it. Let's calculate it together. 36.5 divided by 4 plus 1. So I get is equal to 10.1. It's equal to 10.1, guys. So that is our shoulder to bust point measurement. So that is it. So the next formula we'll be looking at, guys, is to get our bust span. So getting of our bust span, I usually make use of two methods, guys. Two methods. The first method is by dividing the back armhole, the back body's armhole of the back body's armhole I'm working with, is by dividing it into 2. Whatever it gives me, that is what I usually use for my bust span. So with this pattern here, I will be showing you how I do it. To get your bust span, guys, this works for me. I told you that sometimes I get to divide the back bodies I'm working with, the armhole. So this is the back bodies, this is the front bodies. So this is the back bodies armhole. I'm not talking about this green one, guys, not this green marker, guys. This straight one, this penciled one, you see, the straight one is the pencil one. So I get to divide it into 2. So this is 7.5. If I divide 7.5 into 2, I'll be getting 3.75. So 3.75. So 3.75. So that is method 1. So the second method of getting your bust span measurement, guys, is dividing your bust circumference by 8 minus 1. Bust circumference 36.5 divided by 8 minus 1. Let's do that together, guys. So here I get 3.5. This also works. You can see that the difference here, the difference between this first method and the second method is just 0.25. So the method 1 is 3.75. This method 2 is 3.5. So this works, guys. They work perfectly well. Next formula we'll be looking at, guys, is to get our bust cup size. Your bust cup size. So to get your bust cup size, you are going to do your bust circumference minus your under bust circumference divided by 2. So bust circumference 36.5 minus your under bust circumference 29. You now divide it by 2. What I mean is this 36.5, you get to minus 29 from there. This 36.5 happens to be the bust circumference you are working with here. So this 29 happens to be the under bust circumference. Under bust circumference, the roundness of our under bust. So we are going to be minusing this 29 from this 36.5, and after that we later divide it into, we divide whatever we get again into 2. So when we divide that into 2, that will give us our bust cup size. So let's do it. Equal to 3.75. so you see 3.75. so this happens to be our bust cup size. The next formula we'll be looking at is our sleeve cap height. So to get your sleeve cap height, guys, you do your bust circumference divided by 12 plus 1. So let's go again. 36, that's the bust circumference we are working with here, divided by 12 plus 1 is equal to 4. So 4 is the sleeve cap height of 36.5 bust circumference. You do your bust circumference divided by 12 plus 1 to get your sleeve cap height. So the next formula we'll be looking at is our off the shoulder neckline width. It is not hard. That one you just do your bust span plus 1. Okay, assuming your nipple to nipple measurement is 8, or the client you're working with is 8, so you get to divide it into 2. That gives you 4. Then you add 1 to the 4, that is 5. That's how we get our off the shoulder neckline width. So off the shoulder neckline width, we do bust span 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So this is our off the shoulder neck width. So guys, the next formula we'll be looking at will be our off the shoulder sleeve formula. So to get our off the shoulder sleeve formula, guys, so we are going to be doing round shoulder minus round neckline divided by 4. Round shoulder minus round neckline divided by 4. So in this particular one, I'll be bringing in this is the round shoulder, guys. If we are sewing an off the shoulder blouse or gown outfit, so depending on where your clients want our off shoulder to be, some would want it, not low at all. They want it this, here. They want it here around the shoulder. Take it here just a little this way. Some will want it to go down. So you see, so this is it. So this is it, guys. So when you are taking this measurement, you make sure it is firm on your client. But I can't make it firm here because this is a plastic. This thing is plastic, is slippery, so my tape rule cannot balance on it. So this is it. So to get your off the shoulder sleeve formula, you do your round shoulder. This is the round shoulder minus your round neckline. You understand? Round shoulder minus your round neckline, and divide it into 4. This is round shoulder. After getting this round shoulder, so the round neckline happens to be your strap to strap, like one bra hand to another. Assuming this is the bra hand, first bra hand, second bra hand. So you do this, you do this, you do this. So as is 7. So do not forget that you need 7 for the front and you need 7 for the back, because our bra extends from the front to the back. So when you get 7 from here and you get 7 from the back, all together it makes it 14. So anything you got from this round shoulder, you understand, assuming you get like 30 from this round shoulder, so you get to minus your 14 from the 30. I don't know if you can understand what I'm talking about. My round shoulder with here, this tutorial is round shoulder 40. So when I say round shoulder 40, and my strap to strap is 10 at the front and 10 at the back, so 10 plus 10 is 20. You understand? So I will do 40 here, and strap to strap here is 20. I'll do round shoulder 40 minus strap to strap 20. So I have 20 left, right? So I have 20 left. So I'm going to be dividing this 20 into 4, and my answer is 5, guys. So that is it. To get your off the shoulder sleeve formula, your round shoulder minus your round neckline, and you divide it into 4. So that is it. So guys, the next formula we'll be looking at is our crotch. To get your perfect crotch for your trouser, so you do your hip divided by 4. Like for instance, in this class I'll be working with hip 40, your crotch depth. So you do your hip crotch depth, hip 40 divided by 4 is equal to 10. This is for a fitted trouser. This is for a fitted trouser. But some clients, because they are not that, petite, they are not petite, so you get to add 1 inch to it, 1 inch to this 10, and you'll be getting 11. But I prefer you measure your client crotch depth. So crotch depth, to get your crotch depth, you do your hip divided by 4. Here I do hip 40 divided by 4, I got 10. This is it. So if you want to, even if you want to add something, so you will be on the safer side, so you just need to add like 1 inch to it, and you do 11. The next formula we'll be looking at here, guys, is to get our crotch extension. To get your crotch extension, I usually do, for crotch extension, please, it's different from crotch depth, guys. Crotch extension, like let's say this is the crotch depth, this is the waist, and this is the depth. This is the waist of the trouser, and this is the depth. There is another thing that goes this way. This is the crotch extension. You understand? So this part that we get to curve like this, I'm so sorry, I'm not good at sketching, I'm sorry. So this part is the crotch extension, while from this waist part to this part is the crotch depth. This is the crotch depth, and this is the crotch extension. So before you get to this crotch depth, we get to, from our waist, we get our hip. You understand? So that's how it is. So this crotch extension, now to get this crotch extension for the front trouser, I usually do my hip, assuming I'm working with hip 40, I'll divide it into 20. I'll divide it by 20. So 40 divided by 20, I will get 2 inches for the front crotch extension. So for the back, I'll still do 40 divided by 10 is equal to, 40 divided by 10 is equal to 4 inches. So for the back, I do 40 divided by 10. So my 40, that is the hip I'm working with. Please do not forget, divided by 10, I will get 4 inches. For the back, for the front, I do 40 divided by 20. 40 is the hip measurement, hip circumference. So I do the hip circumference, 40 divided by 20. I get 2 for the front crotch extension. Hip 40 divided by 10. I get 4 for the back crotches extension. So guys, the next formula we'll be working with, which happens to be our last formula for this tutorial, is our shoulder to under bust. How to get your shoulder to under bust measurement. So shoulder to under bust is usually 3 to 4 inches. Our shoulder to under bust is usually 3 to 4 inches. With people, for people with, you know, maybe bust circumference 36, 36.5, 35. So I prefer you had 3 inches to it. But for people with bust circumference from maybe 39 to 40 something, you know, I prefer you add 4 inches to it. Assuming my, you know, bust point, my shoulder to bust point is 10 inches and my shoulder to under bust is 14 inches. So it means that the inches I need to get to my under bust from my bust point is 4 inches. So you add 3 inches to your shoulder, 3 or 4 inches to your shoulder to bust point measurement to get your under bust, you know, to get your shoulder to under bust measurement. I would say that again. I'll take that again, guys. You add either 3 inches to 4 inches to your shoulder to bust point measurement to get your shoulder to under bust measurement. So this is the end of the class, guys. Thanks for joining us. I also want to, you know, plead with you to please subscribe to our channel. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, please do well to subscribe, share, like, and also turn on the notification bell so you get to be notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you so much. I remain Favor. We'll see you in our next class. Bye.